Testing. Yes. Hello. My name is Kimberly. I have some jokes. I had a very eventful, very delightful evening. Last night, actually, it was like night shift for me. So I tried to start the week off being extra competitive, and I ended up starting the week extra depressed, I think, because I tried so hard to work and get money, and then there is like the night just got shittier and shittier throughout the fucking hours in the course of like trying to make everything work. It just didn't. It was just one of those nights where you're like, okay, all right, I surrender. But basically, I went grocery shopping. I did my little routine. I went at midnight or so, and I got my groceries. That was fine. That was easy. And then I'm treating myself, so I take the grocery bags and I go to my favorite bar, Broadway Dive 101 in Broadway, Upper West Side, and I enjoy some Chardonnay, and I enjoy a little bit of some cannabis, and that's like the best part of the night. I got to do some journaling, and I got to make some cool art, and I just like hung out on the front patio, and yeah, it was a good time. And then basically, right as I'm leaving the bar, and I have those grocery bags, and I am wearing my stilettos, and I'm wearing the black mini skirt for context, that I was wearing yesterday for yesterday's set. And it's like not even like 2 minutes of leaving the bar, and I hear some guy yell out, "Hey, you wearing any underwear?" And my mini skirt is just it's just being a mini skirt, and I'm just being a woman wearing a mini skirt, and this jackass says this so loudly for everyone else to hear on the sidewalk, and then everyone looks at me, and I'm just like carrying these like heavy bags of groceries and like barely balancing on these like tiny little skinny little stilettos, and I just like fucking I don't understand, because then like right after he said that, he's like, "Hey, you wearing any underwear?" Like he's like immediately like amended his statement, his insult and disrespect, and said, "But keep your head up and stay safe out there." And I was like, dude, if you're gonna be like, don't give me a whiplash, like don't be like incel and then all of a sudden Eagle Scout honor code, like keep your head up, keep your chin up, you got this, young lady, you can do it. And like, you can't be both. You gotta be either misogynist incel who's, you know, demanding to know whether or not I'm wearing underwear, and then claiming that he can't see it, and then, well, keep your head up and stay safe out there, young lady. And it's like, dude, you can't be both of those. You gotta be the bad guy or the good guy. But part of me like respected the fact that he was aggressive and he knows what he wants. You know, some conversations between men and women in the city, they're a lot more, you know, polite. Say a more proper conversation where a man's interested in a woman, say around noon or 3 o'clock in the afternoon. Well, he will say like, "Oh, hey, what's your name? Are you single? Are you married? Where are you from?" But this guy's just like, "Are you wearing any underwear?" I think we gotta give him some points for just getting straight. We gotta give him some kudos to getting straight to the point. You know, he's aggressive. He's telling you what he wants, and he's letting you know. So I think from an incel, like red pill misogynist viewpoint, bro's doing pretty good. You know, who needs to know, you know, what my name is? Just get straight to the point. Am I wearing any underwear? Yes. And then that was a great little like uplifter, cheer me up, just nice little icing on the cake, and being in the city, nice highlight, a nice little reminder of what it's like. And I'm still carrying my grocery bags, and I'm still like in the stilettos, and I'm just trucking along. And I have boots that I could change into, but I was just rocking the stilettos, and I was like, it's just a couple more blocks until I get to the subway station, and then I'll change into the combat boots. It'll be more comfortable, and I'll look less vulnerable, which I'm pretty sure, was the problem, like at this point. But part of the problem, like the problem is men should just not disrespect women like this. But then another homeboy comes up, and he's like mocking me all of a sudden, and he's like, I almost And he's like, has this like weird fucking, he's like, there's something about him that's off. Like, you know, when someone just immediately rubs you the wrong way, and I was like, ugh. Like, he's like, I almost want to help you. And I'm like, you almost want to help me, or you want to help? I don't know. Like, I was like, that's like a fucking waste of my, it's a fucking waste of everybody's time, dude. And then he kind of like, he like offers, and I'm like, no, I'm good, I got it. And I just like don't want anyone to like talk to me or like anyone to bother me. But of course, I don't get listened to, because of course when a woman says no, it really means. And so then he's like, oh, he just like takes the grocery bags, and I'm like, okay, all right, yeah, thanks. I guess I could use the help. It's only a block and a half more until the subway station. So yeah, actually, it's kind of, you know what? Thank you for the help. It's nice. And he goes, yeah, it's better than getting punched in the face, right? And I'm like, oh God, like, why did I like accept help from this man? And I was like, is that what you were gonna do if I didn't accept your help? Is it you're gonna punch me in the face? Dude, that seems so counterintuitive. You either punch me in the face, or you just steal my groceries, or you either punch me in the face or you help me carry my groceries. Like, don't just give me two options, dude. Don't be so sexist. At least give me the option, you know, at least make it a third option there, you know, where like maybe in a multiple choice test, A is you help me with my groceries, B, you punch me in the face, C, I prefer to get the trifecta, where you steal at least one loaf of bread in the bag of groceries, rape me, completely, totally violate me, and then dip out of the situation. But how dare you just give me two options? Just, you know, either help me with my groceries or punch me in the face. So sexist. Only two options. Can't believe that. Can you believe that? And so that was another great highlight. And I'm like kind of like responding slowly to the fact that he just said, haha, yeah, it's better than getting punched in the face, right? And I was like, well, I was just gonna say sometimes it's nicer than getting groceries delivered, because then you can just know what you're getting and then you're taking it home. It just seems like more practical. But he's not really even listening to me at this point. He's like starting to make like Neanderthal noises. He's like, and I was like, what? What is it? What the fuck? What? Fucking what? And he's like still carrying the bags of groceries, and at this point I'm like really trying to figure out how I can like grab the groceries back. And then he's like, and I was like, fuck it. And I was like, okay. I was like trying to get the groceries back, and he's like, what perfume are you wearing? And I was like, at this point I was like, I need a dip. I need to adeptly get underneath this turnstile. And I managed to get the grocery bags back. I completely ignored him. I'm not gonna tell him what kind of perfume I'm wearing. And then I adeptly move under the turnstiles with like sizably large grocery bags and stilettos, and I make my way underneath. And then he's like continuing to yell at me as I'm going down the stairs and trying to catch the downtown train to Manhattan or Times Square. And he's just like, hey, but what kind of perfume are you wearing? And so yeah, I completely ignored that, and I think that was another great highlight of the evening. It's great to be a woman and transporting yourself throughout the city in the night. There are many, many, many entertaining events that are very likely to occur. Many of them are, you know, insults, misogynistic encounters. It's all a thrill. It's a thrill. And then at this point, I'm thinking, you know, this night's not going so great. I'm gonna go to Times Square. I'm gonna cheer myself up. I'm gonna turn this night around. I'm gonna make some cash. I'm gonna busk. I'm gonna sing my new songs. I'm gonna spread some smiles. I start to feel the Chardonnay, and I start to feel that, like, not like in in my decision making, but like I have to go to the bathroom. Like, that was what was needing to happen right as I was getting ready to perform. And I was like, you know what? I think I'm just gonna like find this little fixture over here and take care of business right quick. Because as a street performer, you kind of have to learn how to like. In New York City, there's 9 million motherfuckers in this city, and how many public bathrooms do you think there are? Yeah, I'm not gonna go all the way back to the Bronx just to use the bathroom and then go all the way back to work. Like, I'm gonna figure out a nice little bush or a tree, and if there's not that, then I'm gonna figure out a nice little fixture behind a staircase, under a stairwell, in the subway, and piss like a damn rat, like a subway rat, and just figure shit out. Country girl, drip dry. We ain't got no qualms over here about the drip dry method, okay? And so I was taking care of business right quick. That Chardonnay was really wanting to, yeah, right before I had to perform. So then I was like, okay, I'll take care of this real quick. And right as I'm finishing up, I think everything's good, and I'm like finishing up everything, and I'm zipping, and then all of a sudden I hear smack, and I look behind me and I see my cell phone. It is my very own cell phone that is very beloved to me, and is the way I'm able to make most of my art. And I see it completely glitching out, and not even signaling or displaying a screen at all, just completely glitched, different colors, and it's halfway submerged in a puddle of my own Chardonnay piss in Times Square. So it's moments like these where I realize I'm a good girl. I'm a good kid. Should I have stayed in school? It's debatable. In this very moment, I will tell you, when I was looking down at my phone, glitched out, going halfway submerged in my Chardonnay piss in Times Square at 3 a.m., I thought to myself, you know, Kim, you really are reaching this point where you're seeing new sights and you're soaring new heights. That's what I got for you tonight. Thank you so much, New York City. My name's Kimberly.